My name is Leo Johnson, for those of you who don't know me, and I wanted to make this quick video as it relates to the recent tragic incident in Liberia that resulted in the death of Quincy Burrows. Many of you call him Quincy B, who happens to be a cousin of mine. And we've seen a lot just over the last 48 hours. And I wanted to make a special appeal to everybody who have been involved one way or the other in sharing the dead pictures of the dead corpse of Quincy. Um, Again, I'm not here to judge anybody or try to find out your reason or your motivation behind it. I'm just here to kindly appeal to you that and remind you that those images will be on the internet for as long as there is an internet in this world. So think about it. If this was your child, if this was your son, if this was your brother, if this was your cousin, if this was your uncle, whatever it was, or if this was your close friend, maybe you just need to ask yourself, is this how you want to remember them forever? I don't know, but I don't think from the side of Quincy's family, his friends and fans, I don't think this is the best way they want to remember him. Quincy was many things, many amazing things, and he had his flaws as well as a young man, like we all do. Um, and I don't think it's about time to focus on the most horrific things about Quincy B, like his death, like his tragic death, or any other thing for that matter. I think it's time, first and foremost, for us to allow the family to grieve in private, to grieve with respect, and try to wrap their head around everything that has happened and everything that's going to happen in the coming days and coming weeks. It's a tough time, and many of you, I think, fully understand that it's going to be a tough time for a very long time, especially for Quincy's parents. Many of you may not know, but there's more to this tragedy in terms of how it will affect Quincy's family. So the least any of us can do is to try and, if we can't do anything to help, maybe just keep quiet and be silent in respect. And also for those of you who are making appeals around, trying to do your best efforts to collect money or ways people can help, I will offer a word of advice that it might be respectful to make sure you contact the family. Contact the family and see if you can get their permission to go ahead and do that. Yeah, Quincy's family might need help with many things, but it's respectful enough to make sure you got their full permission, so that your good intentions will be well channeled and let it go to what you wish for it to go to. So I will appeal to everybody, instead of just using Quincy's name to do whatever you want because you feel close to him, you might want to do it in a respectful way by contacting the family. Make sure, first of all, they're comfortable with that. We don't even know, or you don't even know if they want to have such a public display of their grief, of their bereavement. You don't know that, and if that's not what the family wants, let's try to respect them. Um, I've tried to stay away from all of the conversations on Facebook. I've tried to stay away from all of the arguments as to why Quincy died, whether he was drunk or whether he was under the influence of alcohol or where he came from. Let me ask you one question. What does it matter? Who cares? Whatever the reason was that Quincy died, maybe let's allow the family to grieve and bury Quincy in a dignified, respectful way. Maybe at some point we can try to understand what really happened. At this point, I don't care what your concerns are about what may have led to his death and how it happened. Nobody cares about that. Keep it to yourself. Let the family deal with the tragedy that's on their hand. When the dust settles and the family has found a way to deal with this tragedy, maybe you can start to ask some of those questions. I don't care what valuable information you have, none of it matter. Quincy is dead. You can choose to respect him for who he was. You can choose to be helpful to the family, or you can choose to rub salt in the wounds and add insult to the injury by going about to prove that you're somebody who knows what happened. Um, If you knew all this, why didn't you maybe engage Quincy before? Again, I don't want to go into anything. I'm just begging everybody. Please, please leave all your investigations, leave all your concerns about what may have happened. We have one and one task on our hand right now to try and find the best way to support Quincy's family, his mother, his dad, and to make sure we can bury him in the most dignified way possible. So please, again, I'm begging everybody. I'm not here to condemn or judge or decide what somebody should do or shouldn't do. I don't control you. I don't control your social media. I don't control your Facebook. And I don't intend to do so right now. But I'm taking God to beg you. Please, I beg you. Let us allow this young kid to be buried. In his short life, he left an impact. He touched people, numerous, thousands of people across the length and breadth of this world, not just in Liberia. And let us allow the family to mourn. Let us allow them to grieve. Let us allow the family to do what they got to do. As a cousin to him, um, I am even respectful of the fact that I cannot begin to imagine what Auntie Chris, his mom, is going through right now. But the least I can do is to try and make sure I keep my ears open to what she wants and to what she wants to do and how she can be supported through this horrific time. Again, to everybody, I'm begging you. I am begging you. Please, I'm begging you. Stop giving money around to people. Anybody who wants to collect anything in Quincy's name, like Infectious Michael had said earlier, call the family. Talk to the family. Ensure you have their blessing. Ensure you have their permission before you go about to do anything. It's not about being worried about what you may do. It's about making sure you are not doing anything to make the family situation worse. That whatever you do can go towards helping them, and you can make sure that they are okay and comfortable with you doing it. So thank you very much. And again, like I said, I'm not here to argue with anybody. So please, if you want to argue, do not waste your time. I got turbulent days ahead regarding everything that will unfold as we see how Quincy gets buried and what's going to happen. I want to focus on that. I just wanted to make this personal appeal to everybody. Thank you.